Hi, I'm Ashura, and welcome to the second storyline in my Isle of Dorn playthrough, Earthen Fissures. This is a story-focused playthrough, so this is all about the lore, the quest text, the character dialogue. I'm going to be skipping everything else, like the parts where I have to kill 15 nerubians. And the delve. Probably the delve, too. But more importantly, I'm going to be providing a lot of background lore and context for the stuff we learn along the way. So let's jump right in. So up until this point in the story, what we've learned so far is that we crash landed on the Isle of Dorn, we were attacked by nerubians, and we got to meet the Earthen. Baelgrim, the Stormward, the leader of the Earthen military sect, met us and brought us to Dornogal, the capital city of the Earthen here on Dorn. When we got to Dornogal, we realized the nerubians didn't just attack us, they also attacked the Coreway. And the Coreway is a transportation device that facilitates travel between the surface and deeper into the subterranean continent of Xal'atath. So, when the nerubians attack the Coreway, they render it inoperable, which prevents us from being able to go deeper into Azeroth, and essentially cuts us off from being able to chase Xal'atath, which is a bad thing. And that's pretty much where the story leaves us. Now, the second storyline is very long. There is a lot of stuff that happens in the middle of this zone, so this is going to be long. Buckle up, and let's get to it. I have failed my people. The Coreway is impassable. Dornogal's lifeline to the Ringing Deeps has been severed. The nerubians will get their comeuppance. It is my edict as it is my will. I will ascertain if the other council members yet function. I will find the council ward and bring him to the archives. Speaker Brinth should be there. But there are still oath-sworn citizens in peril. If you wish to ally with us, clear the debris here and help our survivors. I will meet you at the archives. I will check on my people, the oath-sworn. Will you clear the rubble? Edicts guide you. Edicts, oath-sworn. It all sounds daft to me. The square-cut gem is heavy for its size and emits a faint glow. Engineered for earthen programming and memories, this gem-like cache is removable and can be uploaded to the Earthen archives. The Earthen's body is split from falling debris. The shattered gem lies within its core, too broken and embedded to be meaningfully retrieved. Moss grow over us! Survivors from the beach? If they are truly allies, perhaps all is not lost. We've never seen the likes of you before. The Earthen are forbidden to leave the Isle. I'm a machine speaker, here on behalf of the High Speaker. You made it. Good. Is that a memory gem? You should not have disturbed our dead. But you have brought it to the right place. I'm sure there are more to find. A memory gem. There will be more to recover, I fear. The memory gem you recovered is what its name suggests. It contains an Earthen's memories, directives, and a hard coding of our edicts. This building, the archives, is the nexus of our civilization. Here, memories are cycled, catalogued, and stored at the end of an Earthen scheduled rotation. With the codex I invented, we can access 1 or 2 memories from a memory gem. Take it and read the memory gem you found. Nerubians everywhere! Look out! It was Odin. I knew him. His memory will be preserved. Please deposit his memory gem into the archives repository. So, the archives hold every Earthen's memories? Can you view them? Dagran, this may be a solemn ritual for them. His query is valid. Yes, but the archives have been inaccessible for thousands of years. Unfortunately, Odin's memory gem is most likely not the last you recover. Thank you. Keep the device. You may find use of it if you find more memory gems. Dagran, this seems like a place you'd be keen to explore. I'll be back for you when I know it's safe. I am Merix, Council Ward of Dornogal. I appreciate your aid, especially in light of the fraught nature of your arrival. You must forgive Stormlord Baelgrim. Being suspicious is part of his directive. I feel a more formal discussion of our situation is warranted. If you wish to strike back the Nerubians, as we do, meet us at the Foundation Hall. In the meantime, you are my guest. Take my ring. It will allow you access to Dornogal's many amenities. Welcome to Dornogal. You're the first Outlander to visit in years. So there's a very short stay a while and listen here between Dagran and Speaker Brinth, where you learn a little bit more about the way the Earthen function.
Speak your piece. Can I ask you another question, Speaker Brinth?
Yes, small one. My current directive is to answer your questions.
Fantastic. I'm much obliged. Where to start? How long has Dornogal been here?
Unknown. Our archive would contain that information, but as I said, it is non-functioning.
I should be writing this down. I'm standing here with a living relic. No offense. Can you give me a rough estimate?
The archive's last access date was approximately 5,000 years ago. But Dornogal itself has been here much longer, since before the sundering that we believe damaged our machines. Unfortunately, our memories from that time have been overwritten.
Overwritten? You mean in the archive, or your memory personally?
An Earthen's memories are erased upon recharging, hence the need to upload our memory gems to the archive with each charge cycle. I am not offended, but we are unfortunately in decline. Without a way to recharge, we will eventually all enter stasis.
When will that happen?
Sooner for some than others. In the next 10 centuries, we will all cease to function.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do not worry. We machine speakers are working hard to reinitiate the machines.
I hope it works, Speaker. Truly.
So there's a lot to take away from this. What you may already know is that the Earthen are Titan forged. They were created many thousands of years ago by the Titans and the Titan Keepers, along with the original steel Vrag coal and the Mechanomes. A lot of this stuff about the recharging and the archives is all new lore, pretty exclusive to Xal'atath. We did learn in Dragonflight from one of the lore booklets that we pick up in Uldaman that the Earthen currently on Xal'atath were dispatched here thousands of years ago to study a fissure in the earth. It was noted that unlike their Earthen cousins in Uldaman, who would eventually succumb to the curse of flesh and become the dwarves as we know them today, that these Earthen were completely immune to the curse of flesh, and yet for some reason started displaying mannerisms very similar to the dwarves. What we learn going into this from these quests and this little stay a while and listen here is that the Earthen, because they're functionally machines, have to recharge every so often. We don't know how long a charge cycle is, but if you don't charge, your battery will hit 0% within thousands of years. We were told that both the archives and the charging station were presumably damaged in the sundering, but we don't really know for sure what happened because the Earthen's memories from that time have been overwritten. But presumably they were damaged in the sundering, and the damage was so intense that they shut down. So ever since 10,000 years ago, the Earthen haven't been able to charge up, nor since apparently 5,000 years ago, since that was the last time the archives were accessed, have the Earthen been able to access memories from previous cycles or store memories that they have formed technically within this cycle. The bottom line is essentially this. The Earthen need to recharge, but because the charging station is currently broken, they aren't able to recharge and therefore are slowly going to run out of juice. Speaker Brinth says that they have 1,000 years at most before every single Earthen on Xal'atath shuts down. And that's pretty much what sets the scene for what's going on in Earthen society. I've talked before about the split between the Oathsworn and the Unbound, And that was mostly spurred in part by some of the Earthen thinking that the Titans are never going to come back, but also the fact that with their charging station broken, they're all going to fall into obsolescence at some point. They're all going to be shut down. So the group of Earthen who became the Unbound essentially figured, I'm going to go out and find my own purpose in life instead of sticking around waiting for the Titans to come back and doing what they want me to. Beds are scarce. We've resorted to using the proscenium as a field hospital.
You'll find me wherever. I'm not about to leave the Isle of Dorn unexplored. I have a reputation to uphold.
Attacks continue across the Isle. We cannot respond to them all. Nor can we rebuild the Coreway without help. The Unbound, they broke their oaths. We do not need them. I will protect the Isle of Dorn at any cost. Baelgrim's vigilance has kept us safe all these years, but today we need help. I hate to admit it, but we've been caught unprepared by the nerubians. Our processes focused on sustaining Dornogal and our declining population. Stormlord Baelgrim's stalwart pride has kept him and the Storm Riders capable fighters, but they are already stretched thin, and they are not builders. The Coreway's damage surpasses our ability to fix it. But that was not always so. I suppose if you wish to understand, you must learn more about us. Tell me about the Council of Dornogal. The Titans uplifted 4 wards, the Council Ward, the Storm Ward, the Stone Ward, and the High Speaker, to keep the edicts and build the Coreway and its fortress, Dornogal. But the Titans left and the machine stopped. The Unbound abandoned the edicts and the High Speaker retreated to the Ringing Deeps. And now the machine speakers are cut off from us, and we have no means to fix the Coreway. And so it seems that day has come. And it seems long past time ye stood united. We need to find the Xal'atath, rebuild ye Coreway, and take care of the nerubians once and for all. I can't really do a Scottish accent, but I can do a middling Irish accent.
You address the Queen Regent of the Dark Iron Clan.
With me Dan, Anduin weakened and Illyria nowhere to be found, it's up to us to clear the way for Thrall and Jaina's army if we ever hope to strike back the nerubians and Xal'atath. And we cannot repair the Coreway without the Earthen's help. If Merrick thinks this Adelgon and her Unbound are the only ones that can fix the Coreway, then we need to find her. Time to sharpen me smile and put on me diplomat hat. Are you with me?
The Dark Irons will.
If this Adelgon could fix the Coreway, we should seek her out. You are correct. Stormward, new directive. Take them to Freywold Village. I will comply. Follow me. If Merrick's wasn't Council Ward, I would have never agreed to do this. You do not grasp the magnitude of her betrayal, Outlander. I have no hope for our success. Well, this should be interesting. So I covered this a little bit last time, because Baelgrim told us before that the Stonebound had become the Unbound. They had broken their Titan edicts to go live outside of Dornogal City. And Adelgon was the Stone Ward. She was the leader of the Stonebound. So she was the leader of all of the laborers, and she was the leader of the force that literally built Dornogal and the Coreway. And her deciding to abandon the edicts, to break her oaths, was essentially what incentivized all of the others to join her. And the Oathsworn view that breaking of oaths is like the worst possible thing you can do, which is why Baelgrim says, you do not grasp the magnitude of her betrayal. Like, she literally forsake sort of her Titan-given purpose, and that was something that he took very, very personally and very poorly. So now, Algon and most of the Unbound, they came to Freywold Village, they built it up, and this is where they've been living for thousands of years at this point. Come on, Abona, stay with me. She's completely focused on healing the broken earthen in the pool. Are you Adelgon? Baelgrim and Adelgon. Baelgrim leads Moira to Freywold. They are introduced to Adelgon, the former Stone Ward, whom Baelgrim hasn't seen in thousands of years. It is a tense meeting that Moira must defuse. Adelgon tends to a gravely injured earthen in the pool. She looks up, surprised. Oh, who are you? Did the Nerubians bring you here? The Nerubian attack, your meteoric fall, and now Baelgrim is here? It's a lot to process, but we must focus on the task at hand. Some of my people were taken by the Nerubians during the attack. We believe they are now in a nearby cave. Baelgrim needs more hands for his Coreway, right? We can't fix it if there aren't enough of us left. And I would be in your debt. You're not the first Outlander I sent after them. A small fellow wandered through here and hasn't come back. This is a waste of cycles. I will go to the quarry myself. Then you'll be the first storm rider it's seen for centuries. Let him go. We'll rescue your people, Adelgon. Adelgon's so savage, saying you'll be the first storm rider it's seen for centuries. She's basically saying, because the storm riders are like the military and the guards, that those guards have not helped any of the Unbound. Like, they've kept exclusively to Dornogal, and so she's being, like, rightfully passive-aggressive. She's like, no one has helped us out here. It's just been ourselves that we've had to fend for. So I feel like when he comes to her and he's like, we need your help to rebuild the Coreway, she's like, you haven't even helped us, but she has a good heart. The earthen looks more like rubble than earthen. The salve, a faintly glowing glue-like substance, is holding the pieces together, but barely. The earthen's eyes are glazed over and does not respond to light or movement. Ugh, I feel like a pile of gravel. We were no match for the Nerubians. A ram gored one from behind, and we were able to finish it off. How gruesome they look even when dead.
Take that, you crawling creeps! Won't get the best of me! Loads of forgotten knowledge are within our grasp.
Can't express how relieved I am to see you again. I went exploring and find the village, which had been attacked by Nerubians just before I arrived. I think the attack happened around the same time around the Coreway and the Dalaran attacks. This must be a coordinated effort. Bran sighs. These earthen need our help, but I can't do it alone. Who knows? We might find other things of interest. So how about it?
Let's stock up on supplies before we head in. All right, let's do this. Through here.
Keeper's beard. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. And whose fault is that? Your edict is to protect the Isle, not just the city, and not just the Oathsworn. That is true. His gossip dialogue literally says, I will protect the Isle of Dorn at any cost. Like, tell them how it is. I owe you a great debt. Thank you for saving my people from the Nerubians. We've stabilized most of the injured here, but many of the earthen you returned to us have very serious injuries. Nerubians often fight with corrosive poisons that penetrate even our stone skin. Our pools here are inadequate to treat their wounds. However, Fulgarian flesh has long been used by our healers for its medicinal powers, which makes their takeover of our quarry almost convenient instead of a nuisance. Please, kill some Fungarians and collect some. We will then make salves. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. All of the mining tunnels are collapsed. It would be impossible to get the mines running again without totally cleaning them out and rebuilding the mines. However, I did spy a good amount of ore on the ground to scavenge. It would be a start at repairing the Coreway, but... Baelgrim sighs and grimly looks at the injured, unbound Earthen. I am needed here, with Adelgon's people. My people. Will you gather the ore in my stead? Outlander, you gather the ore. Adelgon, how can I help? That's the first time you've asked that question. But you can start with the injured by the tree. The earthen face is a mass of webs. Pale, dull eyes peek out, but they blink once at you. The earthen is cracked all over. Nerubian poison already corroded several of the extremities. However, fresh and thick mud paste holds him together. Baelgrim did well. Some more intact than others, the chunks feel velvety and give slightly under pressure. Streaks of ruby red shine through primarily slate rock. This ore is perfect for earthen refinement. Please hurry. Some of the injured need immediate care. Now let's get those salves made. Collect as much ore as you can. Our people are our priority, but the Coreway must still be repaired. Good. We won't return empty-handed then. The last thing I expected today was to see Baelgrim, much less get his help. But I guess since the Coreway was damaged, he has no choice. I do not know how to compute this. It is only logical to accept it. Adelgon begins crushing the Fungarian flesh roughly in her stone hands. It becomes a masticated pulp disturbingly quickly. Here, put this with the mud. It will help the injured heal. This poultice can mend even our stone bodies. Baelgrim, your help is appreciated. You were right. I have been remiss in fulfilling my edict. And now the Coreway lies in ruin. I need your help, Adelgon, just like you needed mine. I need Findorn and Tregor brought to the pool. Mineral pools, slowly restoring physical health and mineral-enhanced earthen waters. Good. Now for Abona. She's fading. My Stormwolf can take her to Dornogal. Perhaps the healers there can help. Baelgrim, thank you. He's finally fulfilling his edict and helping protect the Earthen! Adelgon appraises Moira, Baelgrim, and finally you. I thank you. It's been a long time since I've received help from Outlanders, or the Oathsworn. Nerubian swarm flyover. The sky overhead is overwhelmed by a huge swarm of Nerubians flying over on the way to the city.
Let's get down to business then.
Our allies are under attack. We must follow that swarm. I fear we are outnumbered, but if the Earthen can come together and stand with us, we may have a chance.
I dismiss you.
Take one of the rams, Baelgrim. It's no Stormwolf, but it's faster than going on foot. I've never ridden one, but how difficult can it... Whoa there! I'll bring the Unbound to the Coreway. We'll meet you in Dornogal. There you are. I'm glad you've arrived uninjured. I am not so lucky. That beast Adelgon gave me. I'll be glad when Zarin returns. Zarin being his Stormwolf. Baelgrim shakes with fury. Those cursed nerubians. Attacking a triage site? So many wounded and defenseless. And now deactivated. I'll grind every last one of them back in the ground. I must defend my people. I hope Dagran and Mida are okay. Let's go. There you are, outsider. I'm Wenbrand, tamer of the great cinder bees and creator of Cinder Brew. Wenbrand squares himself up as if you should be impressed. I was distributing Cinder Brew to comfort the injured when I noticed the nerubians were steering clear of it. I don't advertise this for obvious reasons, but aside from the fiery kick that only the earthen can tolerate, Cinder Brew kegs need to be handled with an, steady hand. You might try, dropping one in a nerubian barrel. Pick up that Cinder Brew keg. I have an idea. Now toss it in there. Toss a bottle of highly explosive mead. I knew it would work. Let's light 'em up. Small side thing. Because you don't actually end up seeing this in the quests. This is just happening sort of in the background.
Baladash, Malanor.
But there's a standoff right here happening between Illyria and the Queen's Guard. And Aethys has a shield around the Earthen and another Kirin mage. So they're protecting them from the Nerubian attack. And I think there's a dialogue. Oh yeah. The Coreway is severed. You will never reach the Harbinger. I will crush you. I will crush all of you. Nerubians, rise! Where is she? Where is Xal'atath? She must suffer for what she's done. Illyria is becoming so much like Sylvanas. You know how Sylvanas was really relentless in her hunt for Arthas? I'm like sister, because Illyria, girl, your hunt for Xal'atath is so much like Sylvanas' hunt for Arthas. Mountains fall on me. That was incredible! And to think we've been drinking the stuff! Baelgrim was covered head to toe in nerubian ichor and blood. Good work. Good, gruesome work.
The mountain lends us its strength.
We know the nerubians are in league with Xal'atath, and we have a fair idea why they attacked us, and Dalaran. They seem bent on destroying the earth and even kicking them when they're down. But why? Is it because the Coreway is the key and destroying it wasn't enough? Maybe what we're doing here, repairing the Coreway, is just what they don't want us to. We should go back to Dornogal and try to piece this together.
The Three Hammer.
They're retreating. Your Cinder Brew makes for quite the weapon, Wenbrand. Meet us at the Foundation Hall. The fight against the Nerubians is far from over. I'm glad you're back, Adelgon. The Council is needed here in Dornogal more than ever. It is time we stand as one and strike back against the Nerubians.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
The Earthen Council's reunited. Hopefully they can put the past aside and come up with a plan.
You may take your leave.
And that's it! That's the second storyline! We reunited the Unbound with the Oathsworn. We are now making moves to repair the Coreway, and we fought off yet another Nerubian attack and got, I think, sort of more of an idea of what the Nerubians want. And it is about destroying the Coreway to prevent us from hunting down Xal'atath and interrupting her schemes. So that's all for the second storyline. And I will see you for the third and final part of the Isle of Dorn main campaign next time. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Thank you, Marius. Please. Did I like that? I'm gonna redo it. They're called ankle biters? That's the wrong place. Oh my god, the chat server. What is this? Is this from the Delve? Twitching snack? Mire fertilizer? I definitely, I don't know. Is there anything I need to add here? Oh, I get the wrong way. I want to redo this part. This is so awful.